Um, so like I would say, one great thing about this ebook is that it goes from beginning to end. So the reason why I decided to print out the ebook and get like the laminated paper so that the paper wouldn't get messed up is so that I have access to the ebook at all times in my office. So one good thing is that it starts from beginning to end. So literally on page two of the ebook is pretty much register your business. So I'm literally going in order from beginning to end, learning about what it is that I need to do, the steps that I need to take when it comes to creating this business. Um, let's see. So number one was to register your business. So I did choose zenbusiness.com to register my business. I remember like years ago when I was researching it, that's the only reason why I chose zenbusiness.com. It was really no science to it. Literally just did a Google search, watched some YouTube videos, and that's how I got zenbusiness.com. You can go to LegalZoom, you can go to InkFile. There's so many different places that you can use to create your business. The second thing on here is creating your business, that's creating like an LLC. If you want an S Corp or those different things, make sure you seek an attorney to help you with your business, creating your LLC, and an accountant. Those are the two people that you can run to. The attorney can help you with, what the requirements are for your state when creating an LLC. They can help you with writing up your agreement. What is it called? Some agreement that you put in. Operation of agreement? I think it's operation of agreement. They can help you with your operations of agreement, and that's pretty much how's your business run. Anyone that you choose to hire, they should have no questions because all they have to do is look in your operations of agreement and everyone should know where they stand in the business. So you can go to an attorney to write that up for you, and then you can go to an accountant to figure out whether an LLC is best for you, to figure out whether an S Corp is best for you, and things like that, because I am not a professional. I'm merely just telling you what it is that I am doing. So next on here was to create a business email account. So business email account is a professional account that ends in, like, let's say, support at Macy's.com. Accounts payable at Macy's.com. Something like that, where pretty much the name of your business is your email address. So you're not using at yahoo.com, you're not using at gmail.com, you're using at yourbusiness.com. So my business is Alston National, and my email is support at alstonnational.com. Now I'm having a bit of a problem with my email. I did go to GoDaddy.com in order to create my email account I think it was like $20 or something like that to register for my email account for the year. I really don't know. I forgot. I really don't pay attention to prices, which is very bad. Don't be like me. I'll just rush into I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, I need to get this done. So I just let me get it. But the problem is that I remember maybe like 2 years ago when I had my other business, I used the same domain at alstonnational.com, but then it expired. That was probably 2 years ago, and I signed up for like the 1 year package that they had, and it expired. So I had went to Wix.com to create that email 2 years ago. It expired, and then I forgot which one I had used originally, so I went to GoDaddy.com to create the email. And when I went to GoDaddy.com, they're like, you must prove that you own this. You must prove that you own this, whatever. And I'm like, what does this even mean? Oh, you must update your TXT and da-da-da-da. I'm just like, I'm confused. I don't understand this whole internet stuff. It looks like it would have been easier had I gone to Wix.com, where I originally created the at alstonnational.com email account. If I went to them for the second time around, I wouldn't have had this problem. But because now I'm going to GoDaddy.com to create the email, but I used Wix before, I think that's where the problem is coming in. So when I called GoDaddy support, because they have their 1-800 number on their website, they gave me like pretty much the screenshot and everything to give to Wix. And when I went to Wix, first of all, they didn't have a 1-800 number. At least I didn't see it. It wasn't easily visible. I couldn't find their 1-800 number. I put in the email. Someone finally called me like an hour later, and they were like, we don't understand what's going on type of thing. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, we must do further investigation and send it out to the next person. I'm like, I just want my business email. I just want my business email. Can I please get my business email? So that's one of the problems that I'm facing right now with my business account. I was thinking, because when you're working with these customer service people and they're doing their further investigation to make sure they can figure things out, sometimes it takes a very long time for them to do the figuring out. So a part of me was like, maybe I can create another email for my business to use just in the meantime, just to get things up and going. So if I'm filling out certain paperwork and things like that, at least I'm not putting my personal email in those things. For example, like creating a bank account, I want them to send the updates and stuff like that to my business email account, because my personal email account is filled with a whole bunch of BS and nonsense, and I have like 100,000 unread messages in my personal account. I don't want anything business going in there because I'm not going to see it. So I'm thinking about creating a second email account to use in the meantime. I mean, I'm still in the starting phase, so hopefully by the time everything gets up and running with Amazon Relay, it's just a simple process to go from the newer email to the older email that I had. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to make my email active. I don't know, but my thing is like, I just don't want to wait forever for them. I don't want to work on their time. So the business email account is like last on my to-do list, because I am giving them some time to figure themselves out. Today's Wednesday, so probably on Friday, I'll call them back and try again to see if they were able to figure out what problems I'm having with my business email account. The next is my business phone number. Now, the business phone number is optional, right, for your business, but me personally, I chose to get a business phone number. Why? Because similar like my email account, my personal phone number, because I am a travel nurse, I have people from all around America calling me, trying to get me on a new assignment. And all these numbers that I don't have saved in my phone, I don't answer, because 99% chance of someone trying to sell me a new travel assignment, and I'm not looking for a travel assignment. So I just don't answer the phone number. So giving my personal number out to anything that's business related is not something that I want to do, because I want to make sure that I'm aware of what calls are business related and which one are not. Like, I'm really trying to separate my business from my personal so that things don't get mixed up. And I feel like the earlier on I do it, the better it will be for me. Now, I went to phone.com. I used to have evoice.com years ago, but I never really used it. I was only in business for like 2 months and I never really did anything. So that's neither here nor there. Well, why did I choose phone.com? Honestly, I just watched a couple YouTube videos and was like, okay, well, let me just choose a random one. Another reason why I'm choosing to get a professional a professional business number is because I want to look as professional as possible. All these things that I'm doing is setting myself up for when it's time for me to get, credit cards, loans, lines of credits, whatever it is that I want to get from the bank. I want to make sure that I'm setting myself up properly to get maximum funding with these places. Because right now I am currently working on my credit. I think my credit is like a 570. So I'm slowly but surely trying to get it to a 720. Looking at all the things, all the apps that I have, Experian.com, MyFreeScore.com, even Credit Karma. A lot of these places are telling me that within a year, I should be at my goal of a 720. So I'm like, okay, well, if I know in a year I'm going to be a part of that 700 club, when I'm creating my business, I'm going to make sure that my business is set up to maximize the amount of funding that I can get. I want to make sure that I have my LLC. My LLC is in good standing. I have my professional email account. Having a professional email account shows them that, you're a professional and you're serious about what it is that you're doing. So that is why I decided to get the professional email account and the professional business phone number. All right. I wanted a vanity number at first, but it was 2:00 in the morning. I was like, just give me whatever 1-800 number that you guys have. A vanity phone number is like 1-800-mattress, 1-800-flowers, 1-800, something that's easy to remember. You use words so that, people can easily remember your phone number. I was going to use like 1-800-Alsons or something like that, but I couldn't find it. And I remember one website said, okay, we're going to look into it. If you create here's a temporary phone number that you can use. And if your business phone number is available, we will let you know in a couple business days. If your vanity phone number is available, we will let you know in a couple business days. But I'm like, I want my business phone number now. Whatever phone number I get right now is what I want to use. So that's how I ended up. I had no patience. Like when I tell you, I just wanted this over and done with. So I decided to just get the regular phone number. Maybe I'll try again for a vanity phone number in the future. I'm not sure, but the 1-800 toll-free number is good enough for me right now. So that's that. The next step was to request an EIN. So when I went to Zen Business, I got the expedited package. So they had I think they had 3 different options. So the first option, of course, with each option that costs more, you get more things. And the option that I chose came with came with an operating agreement. They'll create the operating agreement for you. You just give them the details. And it came with the EIN setup, and it came with the business formation. And I chose the second package. Whatever package was the cheapest, that included rush delivery, was the package that I chose. Because once again, I had no patience. I just wanted my business. I didn't want to wait because I did the class the end of February. Had I not chose the rush package, I would probably still be waiting for my EIN because I think it took a couple weeks to get. So I had my EIN, I had my paperwork. It was nice and quick. I think I got it within 1 week. So I was fine with that. So I have my EIN, I have my business phone number, I have my email account. And EIN is a social security for your business. So us as individuals, we have social security numbers. Businesses have EINs. So when you're creating your business, the goal is for you to get your business to a point where all you're using is your EIN, where your EIN has enough weight to be able to apply for whatever it is that you want to get. Most people starting off, they have to use their social security in order to get approved for certain things, right? So how can I best describe this? So when you're 18 years old and you have your social and you want to apply for a car, a house, a this, that, a credit card, whatever the case may be, they may ask you for a cosigner. The cosigner is going to be your parent or your family member who's been in this game for years. So they have things on their credit that can boost their credit up to a certain level where it's like a bank would say, okay, you added your mom got perfect credit, she got a whole bunch of things on her credit, she's good enough to be the cosigner, right? When you have a business and your business is brand new and they look at your EIN and your EIN hasn't done anything yet, they may say you need a cosigner, and you, as the individual who owns the business, would be the cosigner. That's one of the reasons why I'm working on my credit right now, because I want to be the cosigner for my business until my business gets to a certain level where it no longer needs a cosigner, because it just has credit cards under the business, it has vehicles under the business, properties under the business, whatever it is under the business. I'm trying to slowly but surely create my business to where my business can run on its own EIN without a cosigner, without a personal guarantor, which is me, the owner, being, showing them my social and saying, hey, this is my social, I'm the cosigner for my business, type of thing. I think that's how it works. I think I explained it right. But let's move on. The next step is to create a business bank account. As soon as this video is over, I'm going to the bank to create my business bank account. So after reading a whole bunch of videos, a lot of them said start off with a credit union rather than like the big banks like Chase and Bank of America and things like that, because they say it's easier to get certain loans and things like that. It's easier to build a relationship with a community bank. So in this area, I have Lanier Credit Union, Lanier something Credit Union. I think I have Associates Credit Union. It's a whole bunch of, since I moved down to Georgia, all I see is credit unions, credit union. I have never seen so many credit unions in my life. It's like every block you go to is a credit union. I don't even have a Chase next to me. When I was in New York, I had a Chase on every block, like McDonald's, a Chase on every block. Down here, I think I have to drive like 20 minutes to get to Chase. So I plan on going straight to the bank. Usually they ask for your articles of organization, and they ask for your ID, articles of organization, and I think like your EIN confirmation or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to go to the bank today to find out. I plan on creating a checking and a savings account. You really want to have a business bank account because it makes tax time so much easier. Okay, when you have a business bank account and you're at the point where I plan on getting an accountant to do my taxes. I plan on getting a bookkeeper and a tax strategist. Now, typically, if you have a great accountant, she can be your tax strategist. So what is a tax strategist? A tax strategist is a person who pretty much says, these are the moves that you should make so that you can save more in taxes or pay less in taxes. That's what the tax strategist is for. They're going to tell you what types of moves to make sure that you're getting the most of your money. You're just playing chess instead of checkers. That's what the strategist is for. The bookkeeper is the person that throughout the year, on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis or a month-to-month basis, they're the ones that's looking at your bank account, not your bank account. So when you get a bank account, you can open up a QuickBooks account. So a QuickBooks account, pretty much, you hook up your bank card, like let's say your business credit cards, your business, whatever cards you have for your business, you hook it up to QuickBooks, and QuickBooks is a software that pretty much sorts out all your expenses. So it's going to say, okay, this is what you spent on gas, this is what you spent on this is what you spent on that, and it pretty much organizes all of your expenses. It shows what comes in and it shows what comes out. So your bookkeeper, if I'm not mistaken, the bookkeeper is the one that's eyeballing the QuickBooks profile and seeing what's coming in, what's going out, making sure that everything is organized. Like, okay, she spent this amount on she spent this amount on this, that, and the third. And they're keeping your finances in order on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Then they're the ones that pretty much get all the paperwork together to give to your accountant. I want to have a bookkeeper that works with the accountant. Like the bookkeeper and the accountant are from the same company, so that the bookkeeper would automatically just hand over my quarterly reports to the accountant so that the accountant can do my quarterly taxes. That's organization. If you have a personal bank account where daycare is coming out and your hair appointment's coming out and this and the third's coming out, you can't get a true picture of your business. You can't get a true picture of, how much money you're making, your profit and loss statement and this and the third. Like, those are important things that banks are going to want to see. If you want to work with someone else, these are certain things that they want to see about your business, and you want to make sure that you have a business bank account that's going to be organized as possible. You don't want, when tax season comes, you're all over the place trying to figure things out. So that's why I'm going to create a business bank account. Let's see. In order to see article, you're going to need your articles of organization and your EIN number in order to create that business bank account. So I have both of them. I actually decided to get a second binder from Amazon. They actually came in the same pack. And then this too, I added loose leaf paper in it. And then in the back, I have like extra pieces of paper. The things that protect your paper. And then I have all my business documents, because one of the things about having a business is you must be as organized as possible, especially someone like myself who I'm creating a business where at first I'm going to be putting in all the legwork. I'm going to be doing most of the work, and slowly but surely I'm going to be handing the work off. I'm going to be paying someone to do something so that I no longer have to do it, so that eventually my goal by the end of this year is to have it so that my business is on complete autopilot. I can get up and go to Jamaica and my business is running itself. So that's why it's important for me to have binders in place and documents in place and softwares in place, because I need to know that if I'm not in the equation, everyone who's in the equation knows where to go to find the information, find the paperwork, find this, find that. If I'm in Jamaica and my mom's like, listen, I need a copy of your EIN. Where is it? I need a copy of your articles of organization. Where is it? I can say, Ma, go into my office and look for my brown binder. When you go in my brown binder and you open it up, you're going to see my business information on there. All right, you're going to see my business information, the business name, the type of business, the EIN number, the registration state, the business structure, who my registered agent is. My registered agent is Zen Business. I paid the extra fee. I'm paying $200 a year, I believe it is, for Zen Business to be my registered agent. Depending on where you live, you must have a registered agent. The way someone explained it to me was pretty much like, if someone from the state or from the feds or whoever trying to contact me, if they trying to contact me, they need to be able to reach out to someone during business hours to contact you about your business. Now, I know me. I barely answer the phone to numbers I don't know. I don't like answering the phone for whatever reason. I hate answering my phone. I hate talking on the phone, so I'm very bad at answering my phone and answering text messages. And answering messages. So I pay the $200 a year for Zen Business to be my registered agent. If anyone reaches out to them about anything, if there's any problem with compliance, whatever, they will call me. They will have my business phone number on file as my phone number. So now when they call my business phone number, it's gonna ring and my business name is gonna come up. That's one reason too. That's one of the benefits too of getting a business phone number. So whenever Zen Business, my registered agent, calls my phone number, my business phone number, my personal phone number, it's gonna say, Alston National is calling you. The number redirects to my phone and it says Alston National is calling you. So I know someone is calling the business. So the business phone is ringing to my phone as Alston National is currently calling you, the name of my business. I'll answer and they'll let me know what's going on and I can fix whatever issue is going on. So they are my, what's it called? And then in here, I have, of course, in the special protection paper, I have my EIN, I have my articles of organization, I have all my logins for, whatever, for my Zen Business account, for my Yahoo account, for my GoDaddy account, for my phone number, my iPostal, like all my important information is in this book. Because once again, like I said, I want to be completely, I don't want to have to do nothing eventually. Not do nothing, but I just want to be as hands-off as possible. I want to take control of my freedom as possible. So that's pretty much also the business bank account. When I'm at the step to start creating my Amazon account, my business bank account is where all the money is going to come into from Amazon Relay. And I think they pay on a weekly basis. They pay every Friday. So I think if you have a certain score, you can get paid the next day. But I want to have a business bank account so that all the money that's coming in from Amazon is coming into one place. You can see how much you made because you look at your statement and it's going to show you how much money was coming in, or your QuickBooks, and it's going to show you how much money is coming in. I'm still trying to figure out a system of, okay, once the money comes into my checking account, how do I separate that money? How do I move that money around? How do I pay myself? And that's one of the reasons too why I do plan on getting an accountant, because an accountant can help you with all of that, or a bookkeeper or whomever. They can help you with all of that. A tax professional can help you with all of that. So the bank account I'm going to do as soon as I get off the phone. Oh, here you go. Your business checking account is where you will receive your payments for Amazon every Friday for the prior week's delivery. So you get paid every Friday on Amazon. This must be set up before applying with Amazon. Your bank account must be set up before applying with Amazon. So that's why I'm using the month of March to set my business up, make sure I have all my ducks in a row, because I need a bank account before applying with Amazon. This is where all of your business expenses will be paid out as well. A part of the process of setting up your Amazon Relay account is entering your bank account via Amazon Relay. Another tip, if you set up the post a truck feature and you have a score, so pretty much if you have a score of 90 and above on Amazon, you can get next day pay, which is good. So I was thinking about doing next day pay for my drivers. Now I was thinking maybe I should start off with weekly pay. So once the money's coming in from, I was thinking about a couple things. Doing weekly pay and then eventually switching to daily pay. Because as a nurse, I went from working jobs where you get paid every 2 weeks to working jobs where you get paid every week. Since COVID, and I've been doing like the travel assignments and contract assignments and working as a 1099 worker, I've been getting paid at the end of my shift, or I've been getting paid the next business day. And I've realized that since being in the place where I could get paid the next business day or at the end of my shift, I never want to go back to someone who pays me weekly. So knowing that personally as it relates to nursing, I think I might want to do the same thing for my drivers, where they're getting paid, let's say they work the night shift 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. and they get off at 3 a.m. The way that I see it is, once they hand in their timesheet, let's say I do use timesheets, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but once they hand in their timesheet, if they get it in by 4 p.m., you're going to get paid that day. So if they finish their shift at 3 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock in the morning they hand in their timesheet, or 3 o'clock in the morning they hand in their timesheet, or at the end of the shift, let's say I hire someone to reach out to them to, let's say I hire someone to pretty much keep track of the loads that were done and who completed a shift, and just automatically pay them 9 o'clock in the morning after they've completed their shift. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it feels good knowing that you worked the night shift, you got off 3 o'clock in the morning, and by the time you wake up, your money is there. I could see you staying with the company simply because they pay you the next day. So I was thinking about doing that. But the thing is, I feel like I would need good credit first before I do that option. So at least I have a credit card on file for like a business credit card on file to pay the workers. Like literally use that credit card just for paying my workers. And then as the money's coming in from Amazon every Friday, the money that comes in on my business debit card, you just use it to pay off your business credit card. Because sometimes you can get into situations where I remember my mentor said he wasn't compliant with something and his business ended up shutting down for 30 days. Amazon said you cannot run with us for 30 days because you were non-compliant with something. And that's why now he has a compliance officer on his team. So if I was in that situation where I'm down for 30 days and my trucks can't run for 30 days on Amazon Relay, I still want to pay my drivers because I don't want to lose my drivers. If they see, okay, I'm having a problem, but I'm going to still pay you what you've been getting paid because I don't want to lose you. They know that you respect them and you care about them and you don't want to lose them, that you value them. Like, I need to continue to pay my workers. But in order for me to be able to pay my workers, if something happens to where I don't get paid that Friday, or maybe I have to wait an extra week to get paid, I want to make sure that my workers get paid no problem. So I feel like a business credit card would be beneficial for that situation. But of course, like I said, I'm working on my credit, so maybe I'll start off with paying every Friday. And as the money comes in, because at the same time too, you got to remember that even though I don't plan on driving, each truck should be leaving me with a minimum of $100 to $200 per truck on a bad day, So that money, for example, I may just save up to get to a certain amount so that I know, okay, at least I have a certain amount sitting in the business savings account. God forbid something happens and I gotta pay my drivers daily, even though my business is not running right now or something like that. I don't know, some of the things that I think about, because I be thinking about, like, when I be working as a nurse, I don't want to hear, oh, your company was down for a couple days, so I can't get paid. Like, you see what I'm saying? Because of you, I can't get paid and I'm available to work because of something you did, something you were non-compliant for. Like, okay, I'm out of here. Let me go find somebody who's more reliable. Because the same way I'm dependent on them to make money, they're dependent on me to feed their family. So that's that. The next one is to create a DUNS number, a DUNS account from Dun & Bradstreet. So a DUNS number, it's free. You can get a DUNS number for free. DNB.com, I think it is, but just Google Dun & Bradstreet. So Dun & Bradstreet is pretty much like your credit score. They're the ones that give they're the ones that give you a credit score or a paydex score, so to say. And honestly, I compare it, your DUNS number, I compare it to a social in a way. Because not a social. I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much when you get a DUNS number, right? This is the number that you would give a car company, let's say, after you purchase a car under your business name. And using your DUNS number, they would use your DUNS number, get you the car, and every month they'll report how you're paying your bills on time and create a score for you. That is called your paydex score. But you need a DUNS number to get a paydex score. You see what I'm saying? Because I remember I already told you that your EIN was like your social. So your DUNS number is like your social, but just for getting a credit score. A credit score or a paydex score. I think paydex score is similar to credit score for businesses, right? So like, let's say a company searches your DUNS number and they see, okay, I search her DUNS number and it shows that her paydex score is 80 out of 100. If that makes sense. I don't know if it made sense. Go watch some YouTube channels on it. I understand it, but I probably can't explain it very well. I'm working on learning how to explain things to people, because people say I'd make a great teacher because I have a lot of patience when it comes to teaching things that I know and I love, but I feel like I'm not great at explaining myself, but that's something that would come with time. My shirt is very random. This is very random. My shirt is very random. I went to the Bubble Museum in Atlanta, and I guess this was like their little logo. It's giving Cookie Monster, honestly. My daughter got one in purple that looks the same way, but it's in purple, and people were telling her she looked like the purple thing from Ronald McDonald, from McDonald's. Was it McDonald's or was it Sesame Street? Either way, that's neither here nor there. Let's continue. And then finally, establish social media accounts and a business website. So I'm not tech savvy. The only thing I did so far was I went on most of the social media accounts, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and created the username at Olsen National. Pinterest, Thread, X, Twitter, X, whatever else there is, honestly. So eventually what I plan on doing is hiring a social media manager and a social media manager marketer. Either way, a social media company that pretty much has all this, where they can pretty much handle all those social media sites for me, YouTube included. Because I'm not tech savvy, so I want someone to be able to like view my website, tell me what I could do better with my website, look at all the data that's coming in from my website, see how I can be better and strategize and things like that. And then same thing with my social media accounts, make sure I'm active, make sure people know who I am, make sure my name's going out there, make sure I'm staying viral and things like that. I'm gonna hire somebody for that. I'm gonna hire a social media management company to handle my social media account. I'm gonna hire a professional to view my websites and tell me what I could do better on my website, view the analytics and stuff like that. I'm gonna hire a tax strategist. I'm gonna hire a bookkeeper. I'm gonna hire an accountant. I'm gonna hire, eventually you're gonna hire a virtual assistant to answer the phone every time your business phone rings. You're gonna hire a virtual assistant or something to check your emails, to look through your emails, make sure you're not missing anything. I hired Zen Business to make sure my business is compliant and I'm up to date with everything. Like, I feel like a lot of people choose to do so much on their own in their business, and nothing is wrong with that, but I feel like I would do it at first just to learn what's going on, just so I know what's going on. I'm not in the dark. But eventually, I see something that said, do not multitask. If you want to be successful, do not multitask. Hand that job over to somebody else that knows how to do it better than you, because all you're going to do, the whole point of me creating a business is so that I can have more time with my family. I'm not going to have enough time with my family if I'm worried about my social media account and I'm worried about my taxes and I'm worried about what my website is doing. No, I don't have no time for that. If anything, the way I see it is, if I do it correctly, right? The money that's coming in from my business, if I take my profits, for example, and I hire someone to run my social media accounts that's bringing more views to me, the more views I get, the more people are going to know about my business, the more people are going to want to sign up and probably be a driver, right? So that's just bringing more business to me. Hiring a professional to get more eyes on my business brings more money to me, if that makes sense. So I could start off with 2 trucks, right? And excuse me. I could start off with 2 trucks and I hire a social media manager. I don't know how much social media managers are. I don't know how much it costs to build a business website, but let's say you pay $100 for someone to create a website for you. Let's say you pay $1,500 for someone to run your social media accounts. When I say $1,500, I mean $1,500 a month. Let's say your business is only bringing in $1,500 a month. I doubt that will happen. I surely doubt that would happen. But let's say after your expenses, your business is bringing in, all right, let's see. My mentor said on a bad day, on average, he likes to make anywhere from like at least $200. But as a newbie, he said you should be happy with at least $100 as a newbie because you're doing good. You're making money. And then you learn how to, get more. So on a bad day for him, $200 a day per truck is good. So let's say I start off with just one truck and I make the minimum of $100 per day. That's $3,000 a month with my one truck, right? Then let's say I decided to take my profits of $3,000 for the month and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to find a social media company to advertise my business. And on my business, I am pretty much looking for drivers. I'm looking for, let's say for my business, I'm talking about how, let's say on my social media, it's nothing but how me as a nurse, how I'm starting off as not nothing, but as a nurse making just active income, and how I'm slowly but surely going to make my way to $1 million, my first $1 million with Amazon Relay. That's all passive, right? And let's say that's what I'm showing in my business. I'm showing other people how to make money with Amazon Relay. I'm showing people how to go from nursing to being an entrepreneur that requires none of your time because it's now passive income. And that's what I'm showing on my social media account. And with that, let's say with that, people are interested in like, oh, well, I want to learn. I've been watching your YouTube channel and I'm seeing how you're growing as a business. You're making $3,000 a month passively simply because you're growing your business and things like that. And let's say they're interested. Let's say that they love what they see, they love what I'm doing, and they want a consultation on how I did it. Of course, everything more than likely, a lot of the information will be on my YouTube account, but let's say they do want to book a consultation with me. Let's say they want to book a consultation with me where, let's say I speak to them for 30 minutes for $100 and for an hour, $150. The only reason why I say that is because that's what my mentor charges, right? If I get someone to look at the analytics of my business website and promote my business on social media, make sure it's going out there and viral and constant on social media and things like that. If I decide to do that, I may end up where every day, not only am I now making $3,000, right? So I could get to the point where now not only am I making money with Amazon Relay, doing the trucks and stuff, but now I'm also making money in consultation where because I hired a social media, because I use my $3,000 a month profit to pay a social media company let's say $1,500 a month. Let's say I didn't give them the whole thing. It costs $1,500 a month to pay this social media company. So now for my one truck, instead of making $3,000 a month in profit, I'm only making $1,500 a month because I decided to give $1,500 a month to the social media company. But the social media company, in return, now is making me more money because now people are booking consultations. Now I'm getting that money back. The same $1,500 that I'm paying you a month, you're finding different ways for me to make money. Now someone may want to be a driver of mine. Now someone may want to book a consultation. Now if I have an ebook, they want to buy my ebook. Like there's so many different services that you can provide to people, but they need to know that you have those services available. And paying someone for social media management to make sure that people know who you are, it's worth it. A lot of people don't think like that though, where it's like, okay, let me use my profits to pay someone to help me to make more money. And same thing with an accountant. If I decide to take some of my profits and pay my accountant and my, if I decide to take some of my profits, to pay my accountant, my bookkeeper, my tax strategist, that's saving me money in the long run when it comes to taxes. Taxes is probably the most important bill you pay as a business owner. So having someone minimize the amount of taxes that I have to pay, you can go from, okay, instead of $100,000 in taxes, you only got to pay 50. They just saved me $50,000 a year, simply from me paying them however much I pay them for the month. Little things like that. But I do believe if you hire the right people for your team, the way that they, I believe that if you hire the right people for your team, right, adding them to the team should either add more time or money or value to your business. So if I save in time to now where I can spend more time with my kids, that's worth all the money in the world. You know, if you're now handling my social media account, so now when my kids are at school, instead of me working on my social media account, I'm doing yoga, I'm going swimming, I'm going for a run, I'm enjoying my me time, because now you're handling my social media. You just saved me time. If you're giving me tips and tricks and this, that, and the third on how to, you know, you're not necessarily saving me time, but you're giving me knowledge and value, that's beneficial for me. And if you're saving me money or making me money, it's worth all the money in the world. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about today. You know, just the importance of being organized in your business, the importance of setting up your business so that you can maximize the amount of funding that you're doing, registering your LLC, making sure you're choosing the right names for your LLC, not high-risk names. So you're not supposed to put Olson National Trucking Company. The word trucking is a red flag to banks. Instead of giving you 10,000, they may only give you 5 because trucking is a risky industry. You can Google list of risky industries. And the opposite is also true, where there's certain names. Oh, sorry. The opposite is also true, where there's certain names that you could use in your business that is the opposite of risky, whatever that is. So if you use words like enterprise or management or stuff like that, also national enterprise, also national management, also national worldwide, those are some type of names that look good for banks. Creating a professional email account. So like I said, registering your business, choosing the right name for your business, making sure it's not high risk, creating a professional email account, not yahoo.com, gmail.com, at yourcompany.com, support at yourcompany.com, Tanya at alsonnational.com, using a professional business phone number, creating an EIN for your business, which is a social security card for your business, establishing a business bank account, establishing social media accounts and website. All those things look good on your business. Oh, last one. He didn't have it in his ebook, so when I create my ebook, this is what I'm going to add to it: a virtual address. you don't want people to know where you live at. When you create a business and you put an address down and it's your personal address, everyone on the internet that searches your business is going to know where you live. You don't want people coming to knock on your door because you did bad business. Now they know where you live, you sleep at night. Okay, so definitely use a virtual address. The virtual address that I used was ipostal.com. Again, a Google search, YouTube videos, and it wasn't nothing scientific. No real reason as to why I chose it. I just did a quick search and ipostal.com. So my business address is, bless you, bless you, thank you, don't judge. So my business address is a place in Atlanta. I Googled it first and made sure that it looked appropriate. If someone was to Google my address, it looks professional, it looks like a real place. It's not like a P.O. box or anything like that. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 7 things that you should do. The 7 things that you should do to maximize your funding when creating a business is to create an LLC, register your business, and make sure you're not choosing a business name in a risky industry such as trucking or credit repair or real estate or one of those things. Choose names like enterprise, worldwide, management, and things like that. Create your professional email account at yourbusiness.com. Support at Macy's.com. Help at Macy's.com. Something like at Macy's. It shouldn't be at yahoo.com, at gmail.com. No, it needs to be professional. Your professional business phone number, a toll-free number, a 1-800 number, a 1-800 toll-free number is a professional business phone number. You create your EIN, which is your social security number for your business. Your business bank account, so that you can separate personal and business transactions. Your Dun & Bradstreet, your DNB, Dun & Bradstreet number, so that you can get like a credit score for your business. You want to establish social media accounts and your business website and your virtual address. So I think that was 8. Either way, that is it for now. Next time I come back, I will be telling you about what are some things I'm going to do. So next video, I'm going to call them again about my email account, see what they say. I am going to go to the bank to get a bank account for my business. I am going to create a Dun & Bradstreet number, and I am going to finish printing out this ebook. I gotta finish printing out this ebook. I didn't do all the pages, so I still have some pages to do. And last but not least, I also wanted to print out my transactions. So because I don't have a business bank account yet, even though I'm getting it now. But I don't know, I don't know if it's because I'm old school, but even though I have the business bank account that's coming, I still want to see my transactions in my, you know what I'm saying? Certain things I still want to see, like the things that I'm buying on Amazon for my business, I want to see it out here along with the yearly statement. The things that I'm purchasing for my business, the classes that I'm going to, I want to see each transaction here as well as an annual statement. Because I feel like showing them a statement of my bank account is not enough. For tax purposes, for proof and things like that, I feel like just showing a statement is not enough for certain things. So if I actually have the receipt plus the statement, you know, we getting somewhere. So I absolutely love my binders. Look at my binders. These are cute little binders that I bought. And, oh, and the highlighters came in the mail yesterday. Aren't these adorable? So These are the highlighters that I have and my 2 binders. I'm excited to set up my business office. I'm moving to my new apartment. My new apartment is downstairs. I'm going from the 2nd floor to the 1st floor. So when I get into my apartment April 12th, I'm literally gonna have a little area for my business office. And I can't wait. So in the meantime, it was nice speaking to you guys. Thanks for listening. Follow me on my journey from nursing to trucking with Amazon Relay.